Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing an analysis on NASDAQ and gold. I promised last week that each week we're going to be doing this weekly overview, talk about the markets, talk about what's been going on, everything like that, and then give you possible ideas on some plays so you can make some money. Now, if there are specific assets you want me to look at specifically, let me know, okay? But before we get into it, I just want to make you aware that the TBR Academy ALGO, which is my academy, which runs off my strategy, which we've turned into an algorithm that's been running for the past few months, is having a discount. This is the first discount we have done in over 12 months, okay? We very rarely do discounts outside the community, because we want to keep our standards as high as we can. But I understand that not everyone can come in at the premium prices. So this is your opportunity to take a big 25% discount on all memberships. So you can see here over on our Discord, if you go to the announcements tab, so just join the free Discord. The link will be down in the description and in the pinned comment. Go to this post and it'll have all the information on how you can take advantage of our 25% discount. Again, it's so rare that we have discounts. We do a lot of discounts for people inside the community, okay? But never outside. Because again, we value the members inside and we always want to give them the best of everything. So that's why we do a lot of discounts internally and very little externally. So this is your opportunity. I've had so many people ask me, discount, can I have a discount? Here's your discount. When's the next one? Probably another year from now. So if you want to lock in some time, go for the 3 month, go for the 6 month, Jesus, go for the 12 month and just jump at it. Okay? You'll have access to me, the algorithms, the education, the community, everything you need. Anyway, if you want to take advantage of that, pinned comment, all information down there. So let's have a look at NASDAQ first. Obviously, what did we have last week that was a pretty big deal? The elections, yeah? The market has been so absolutely monstrous as of late. With Trump essentially being elected and the likelihood that the tech stocks are going to probably keep going up, I don't see. So if you look at the daily on NASDAQ right now, it's been monstrous. Now we do need some form of a pullback, okay? We've been holding this line up the whole way, okay? Actually, look how well that's been working. It's been working quite well, hasn't it? Obviously, I don't trade trend lines. It's just kind of funny seeing it. Anyway, I do think we do need some form of a pullback. But when you look at the daily, you have to play what you see. So many people base it off of, well, this indicator is oversold or this indicator is undersold or, you know, this indicator tells me to do this. You can't just base it blindly off of random things. You have to play what you see. What do we see? It's going up. We just broke over this level, okay, and I expect it to come back down and retest. We have this really nice pump to the upside. Do I expect it to continue going to next week? I expect a little bit of a cool off, okay? We've had the excitement of the elections. Tesla like added a quadrillion onto their bloody onto their market cap. Obviously with Elon Musk coming in to head up the electrical division or whatever Trump was talking about, that apparently acronyms down to like Doge, which I wonder, has Doge pumped because of that? I don't know. But anyway, fun facts. So what I'm looking for is a measured pullback. It's up too high for me to enter. I wanted to come back down. So on the daily right now, I would really be happy with this coming down and just cooling off a little bit before launching off again. So again, all my strategy is based around Fibonacci retracement. So I look for a 75% retracement. So essentially, I will be looking for price to withdraw back to this fair value gap. Okay, I'm drawing them roughly here. And kind of launch from here. Okay, that's what I'm kind of looking for. Now, you could very easily get a reversal play and have it come back down. But we don't know what's actually going to happen with the markets, do we? So again, that's on the daily. That's what I'm kind of looking at overall, okay? Is that going to happen on Monday? Absolutely not. If that happened on Monday, I'd be really fucking worried. This is kind of where I'd be really happy with going heavy on a long position. If we get down to this position, which is 20,200 on my broker, okay? If we go down to the 4 hour, we can see we've just had this big extension, okay? like we had this big extension. We need some form of a pullback or consolidation. So again, quite looking good in that regard as well. And even on the 1 hour, yeah, like this is just monstrous. Okay, so if you were really looking for a play as well to kind of get in sooner, like you could go down to the 1 hour. Let me just get rid of everything here again. Okay, I'll just get rid of everything. If I was looking at getting into a play and I didn't mind risking going up at this level, again, I'd be looking for the last swing low. So I would say, like, you know, here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, consolidation. I would probably consider this to be a low right here. Big break up. So, like, you know, you could do something along the lines of like going from here to here and then entering and trying to get a quick one here, you know. That is another way of going towards it. Again, this is the 1 hour time frame, but we're so overextended that I would be kind of nervous doing something like this. Unless the strength just stays there and it's completely okay, then you just have to be kind of careful in that regard. But what I would probably be looking for is something like this. I would wait for a price to make a good harsh reaction to the downside, okay? And really clearly like break under this level of support right here. Have a measured pullback up to a 75%, which is my strategy. Again, everything's based around my strategy, which is on the YouTube. So again, if I was, let's just say this, we had a big drop here down and then we started pulling back. This is probably what I would look for a play going into next week. I would be much more confident getting into a short position and in the short term, as opposed to getting into a long position, because again, we're just so overextended. But again, you play what you see. So I'm only marking this out. This is not what I'll be taking. This is what I'll be taking if it happens. Remember, you play what the market is doing. You don't just short it here because it's at all-time highs. I'm saying that we need to break down. We need to break under this support here. We need to break under this support here. And then we need to start pulling back to get the next leg down, okay? And then once that is over with, okay, so once this play is over with, then this original one, which I just deleted, this one here is probably what I'd be looking at next, yeah? I'd be essentially looking to short it down to this position and then long it from this fair value gap. That's on a daily fair value gap, which is even bigger, and then right back up to all-time highs again. So that is what I am looking at in relation to NASDAQ. So now let's have a look at gold. So that's the next one I'll be looking at. And by the way, if you don't realize, a lot of times like NASDAQ, US 2000, S&P 500, you know, whatever you're normally thinking with one usually extends to the others as well. Okay, so if I go over to US 2000, you can see here we have had a big massive leg up. You know, I don't know if it's all-time highs, but it looks like it's pretty high. And, you know, kind of same here as well. And the same with SPX. And also as well, if you talk about gold and silver, sometimes they can move kind of the same as well. Now, so one big thing, gold I was extremely bullish on. But the dollar, okay, if usually when the dollar goes up, gold goes down. Why? Because gold is like the store of value, okay? If the dollar's going down and is plummeting, gold will always hold some good value, okay? So again, it's what normally people use it to hedge against the dollar, okay? So the dollar's going up, gold will go down. If the dollar's going down, gold will usually go up. Now, with Trump coming in, there's a lot of excitement around the dollar getting stronger again because he wants to bring back all the companies back to the US. He wants to reduce tax. He wants to there's so much he wants to do. Okay. And a lot of people are like, why do I care about that? Because if you care about the stock market, which the US dollar is fucking so tethered to, then you need to have an understanding of this. So the DXY is the dollar, is basically the index for the dollar. So if you are primarily trading gold, okay, then having this is a good indicator. Like if this is coming up to a major support and resistance level or a major big level of liquidity, you could take that into account because if it makes a massive spike, it could affect the dollar, or sorry, the gold. So you can see here dollar has been skyrocketing since the news. I expect it to continue, okay? By the way, if you haven't already noticed, my colors, white is going up and gold is going down. So some people get confused by that. So if we go back to the gold, we have been just non-stop. Do I expect gold to plummet? No, but I think in the short term, I do expect more bullish momentum. Okay. It's very hard to kind of gauge a location because there is quite a lot of, I suppose, levels, and they're not very clear. Like this is probably like the clearest level down here where prices bounced off of a few times. Here's another clear level, and you could probably say like, you know, something along here as well, but it's not very clear, I'll have to be honest with you. So what I would probably do is just kind of identify where I feel like the next level is. See, when you have price action that kind of just ramps up like that as opposed to zigzagging up, it can be a lot harder to find a location. Okay, I don't expect gold to come down to all monstrously down here. It could drop 1,000 points, it could drop 2,000 points, I don't know, but I do expect some bullish momentum to come in here. Like there's a clear level down here and all the way up to the highs, and then there actually is a daily fair value gap here. Okay, now again, this is all theoretical. We don't know if this will actually happen. Will gold drop down to 2,420? This is where I would be really happy going in very heavy on a long position. Okay, why? Because it's a good measured pullback, and again, will it happen? We don't know. But the whole kind of point is that at least we have a kind of a location where if it does start to plummet, we can work from. Now that that's kind of there, I'm just going to remove this. That's where I feel like would be a good location to long in the long term. Okay, obviously we're very far away from that. What I would probably do is just look for a short position right now because we've had such a monstrous drop. Okay, we have a top here, we have a bottom here. What I would probably do is I would get my fib. Again, this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, sorry, the 1 hour time frame. Even the 4. I'll draw the 4 hour. I like it a bit better. There's no fair value gap here. So there actually, it doesn't exactly line up with my strategy, but I do think this will still happen. Okay. I think it's going to have a little bit more strength and then have another drop. And then I would probably short it down to this location here. And then beyond that, that would probably be most of the week planned out already. So that's what I would, you know, that's a very big drop. So I would probably expect it to break back up here and then fall back down to here. Then from here, it's fair game. You know, you really have to identify and see what happens. But what I would probably estimate again, if it does start to keep dropping, it will break underneath here, have a big pullback back up again, and then fall back down again. You know, that's what I'm probably expecting. Oh, so yeah, that's what I probably would like. And you can see if we go down to the daily, that's what we're probably looking at. Okay, so that's kind of like my estimate on where I think it's going to go in the short term. In the long term, I do feel like gold does have a little bit more to give to the downside. You know, there's this really nice fair value gap in the daily, like right here. Yeah. And it's down to a nice level as well. I think if we got the 75% from this to this, yeah, that just about matches up with that as well. I'd be quite happy, you know, if there's another short position on the tank down to 2,540, and then there's probably going to be a bigger reaction from there. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at with gold in the short term and the long term. Okay. Let me know what you think. So that's what I think with gold. And again, with NASDAQ, I am looking for it to come back down again. But I think there is a good idea for, again, a very risky long position if we come from here down to like roughly here. Okay, this big fair value gap to get a short long position up to maybe breaking the highs again. Otherwise, I wanted to break this bottom and break this bottom. Then that confirms that we have some bearish momentum. Wait for a measured pullback on a 75% retracement and then short it down to roughly this area and then flip back long again. So that's my idea, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've learned something. Let me know if there's another asset you want me to look at in the future. If you want to get access to the TBR Academy and our algorithm signals, right up there you can see the TBR.Academy. We have a brand new URL if you're wondering. We haven't died or disappeared. And right now, as I said, we have a massive discount. Once every year we do a discount, so it's up to you to get cracking on that. Let me know, and see you all in the next episode, guys.